Alright, are we live? Are we live, my friends? Yeah, sorry I'm running a little late today, guys. I got my ass kicked at work last night, and I stayed up a little bit with my brother, but then I just crashed. I ended up waking up later than I usually do, so... Took me longer than normal to take care of my pre-stream stuff, morning stuff, so... But we're here now. About noonish local time, I'll have to get up and... Maybe closer to 1. I'll have to get up and... Yeah, somewhere between noon and 1 I'll have to get up and go take some meds, because I'm still... kind of on the tail end of being sick, and I think I might be getting an ear infection, so I'm trying to take some stuff to prevent that, because I already had a nasty ear infection a few years ago, and I have slight hearing loss in my left ear as a result, so I don't really want more of that, so... So I'm gonna see if I can prevent it. Alright, so this is the farthest we got. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we were on mission 6 when we left off last time.
Do you feel that, Cerebrate? The Protoss are here, on Char. They have been for some time, hiding. Protoss Commander, it was folly of you to come here, for I am Kerrigan, and I am Queen of the Zerg.
I know of you well, O Queen of the Zerg, for we have met before. I am Tassadar of the Templar. I remember your selfless exploits, defending humanity from the Zerg. Unfortunate it is to see that one who was once so honorable and full of life would succumb to the twisted wiles of the Overmind.
Do not presume to judge me, Templar. You'll find my powers to be more than a match for yours. In fact, I sense that your vaunted power has diminished since last we met.
Mayhap, O Queen. Or is it only that I need not flaunt my power in such an infantile test of will?
Foolish Templar. Prepare your defenses. I will come for you soon.
Alright.
Kerrigan, I sense something strange about this Templar. Perhaps you should reconsider your attack.
For the last time, Zaz, you question my motives and authority at your own peril.
You dare threaten a Cerebrate? You'll be the doom of us all.
Alright, see if we can get any farther today. See what we can do here. Alright, you guys, yeah, start harvesting that gas. We're gonna need a lot of it.
Yes. What is it now? On my way.
Let's keep everybody over there. Yeah, of course. It's always the supply block. Yeah, let's put it over there. Alright, this should be enough. I gotta start pulling drones for structures. I didn't mean to do that. I'm still used to that being Overlord, but... yeah, let's get 2 extra, because then I can start making troops. Yeah, I gotta start making a little bit of defense. Yeah, there's a lot of Protoss on the map here. Look at Queen's Nest.
Evolution complete. Evolution complete. The hive is under attack.
Yes. All right.
Should go trap Kerrigan back here or something, but yeah, let's get a hive because I'm gonna need that for the upgrades. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna need a better supply of gas. Scout out a little bit. Yeah, try to clear some of the fog of war. They must be entrenched on the other side of the map. Okay, so they're hiding over here. Some of them. There we go. Alright. What? Come on. Seriously? Yeah, I gotta rebuild my drones. Get some defenses up and then I can start building troops. Alright, that should be good. I know there's a Vespine source over here, so taking a few extra drones because I gotta be able to defend it. At least I'm pretty sure there was. That was right. So I'm probably gonna have to go maximum supply. Once that comes up, I can build the defenses. I just saw blue down there. Got a glimpse of it.
Our forces are under attack.
Are you kidding? You've got to be freaking kidding. They totally snuck in. I call bullshit. How are they getting up here? How are they getting up here? Unless they're getting dropped in by a dropship. I don't know if the Protoss in this game have a dropship variant of some type. Alright, let's see if I can... Can you still get in there? Okay, you can. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, because I need to bolster my resources. I'm probably gonna have to max out my supply before I can do too much. This is gonna be kind of dull, but unfortunately I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, because there's a lot of powerful Protoss on the map, so... But he's getting stuck. Why are they getting stuck? Oh my god. Guess I can only have two over there, but... It's fine, I guess. Got a pretty healthy Vespene supply, so... There, now you guys can't cheat and get to my drones. I swear, if they keep hitting my drones after I double my defensive barrier... Guess it may be a good shout to go for a spire, eh? Get some upgrades there, I don't know. Cheeky, I see you. How you doing, Cheeky? I shall redeem this hydration. Seriously? Okay, I actually didn't have a lot of casualties there. Alright, go. Discord update. Yeah, I was gonna say, did you hear, the data breach not even 5 months ago? The idiot face scan. No, I wouldn't either. Crevice was saying there's already intense backlash over it. Like, the backlash is already crazy.
All forces are under attack.
There's only one Guardian left. So then I'm okay. Yeah, that's crazy. They should have expected this kind of backlash. There's no way people weren't going to get mad. Especially after the colossal failure that was last October. Almost 100,000 people had their government IDs compromised. Yeah, they're like, oh, you know, we need to comply with some stuff in the UK. Well, then make it for UK-specific users. Like, don't make it a universal issue. Like, don't make everybody have to do it. Yeah, literally nobody is going to trust Discord with this. Going to cancel Nitro and not be spending another dime. Yeah. I first heard about it in another server, in a women's gaming group that I'm a part of, and yeah. same issue. Like, people are canceling their Nitro subs, people are, you know, they're not doing what... They've basically fallen victim to the FAFO approach of things. Seems like I barely made a dent over there. I may have to look up something for this mission. Like a guide on what to do or something, but... Yeah, in fact, I'd only get 3 larvae instead of, like, 18. Yeah. Then they're going to have an AI track and monitor your Discord activity to see if you're an adult or not. That's insane. There are autistic people who play games meant for kids because it's fun for them. They're gonna get labeled teens because of it. Yeah. Wait, how did they get over there? Seriously? There's no ramp! There's no ramp over here! How did they get over there? That makes no sense! How did they get up there? There's gotta be a protest variant. There's gotta be a protest variant of the dropship in this game. I gotta look this mission up, I think. What mission? What's the name of this mission? The Dark Templar. Because I ended up having to leave the stream early last time because I couldn't figure this out and I was running out of time. I want the mission, I don't want the unit. Okay, so they actually recommend relying on air units. Because the Reavers are now showing up, and I have been seeing them. my messages. No, it's there's a lot of backlash going on, Shiki. It's not.
Kerrigan, I sense something strange about this Templar. Perhaps you should reconsider your attack.
For the last time, Zaz, you question my motives and authority at your own peril.
You dare threaten a Cerebrate? You'll be the doom of us all.
Oh, they certainly are. Cheeky, no doubt. Yeah, they're gonna lose a lot of money, customers, but what alternative really is there? We don't really, there doesn't really exist. There are alternatives, but they're not as refined. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and rush to air, I guess. I guess that's my best option here. Yeah, let's try to rush to air. As quickly as possible. TeamSpeak, you have to pay a monthly fee to host a server. Rude, I haven't tried yet. Stone is having a meltdown due to all the people registering to it. As far as, like, a Discord alternative? Do you mean? Those are the main three alternatives. Okay. There's also another called Matrix, but that one's too complicated to get into. But yeah, I don't deny that, you know, Discord is really gonna have to answer for this. I don't know who they think they are, but you don't really want to mess with the public, especially the gaming public. That's a tough business. Gaming's a tough business. Yeah, I want to condense my defenses around my base. They're giving out 12-month credit monitoring. That's such a spit in the face. And it's highly scummy after the fiasco that happened in October. Yeah. I agree.
Spawn more overlords.
Oh, are you freaking joking? Alright. Fine. I honestly never found much value in Discord Nitro to begin with, but... Alright, now we are... getting into business here. I gotta get to the Spire ASAP. It requires a lair, so I'll start doing that. Yeah, I need more workers out here, because then I can also use them to build my defenses. As time allows. It's definitely a spit in the face to me. After all the years I've had Nitro, now I'm regretting it. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Shiki, for that. Not one bit. It's like, why do all these companies make obviously shitty decisions? I don't think I need to name too many examples here, like... There's too many examples to name here, Shiki. I'm sure you're aware. Much people online. Oh yeah! No, that's pretty much the only reason we have all this tracking software now, is just to... because they want to bully people online, and they want to know exactly what they're doing, so then you can target ads and stuff, and I'm like, I always turn that off. Like, ad personalization, I always turn that off. Whenever I see it, I'm like, no, we're not dealing with that. We're not doing that. No thank you. I don't want ads targeted at me. If I'm on the lookout for something, I will phone a friend. Alright, now I gotta get the Spire out. I'm actually gonna get 2, because I want the upgrade speed to go faster. Because you can't queue the upgrades in Starcraft 1 for some reason, so it's probably just because of its age, honestly, but... like, the game's age, but... I'm trying to grab all of them at once. Wait, I'm not surprised if they recommend air. Yeah, I'll let my minerals build up a little bit more, and then I'll build a second layer of defenses. Save my military units for later. Try to preserve them. Plus, I gotta get the upgrades anyway, so... Okay, I need the Queen's Nest. I'm gonna use that to protect the spires. I also need an evolution chamber in order to make spore crawlers. Or at least the Starcraft 1 equivalent, the spore colony. There we go. Ooh. We got upgrades ready. Good. But yeah, I know that you know, Shiki, that there have been many companies over the last several years that have made... Oh, there goes the ad break. Yeah, so according to this guide, it says a force of a couple dozen mutalisks and about half as many guardians will be enough to destroy the Protoss base located to the south. When all Protoss buildings and units in the main base are destroyed, is when we will hear from Tassadar. Okay. Oh, of course. The Reavers have a crazy range. Alright, we're back.
Evolution complete.
Yeah, I gotta work on getting another base. See if I can just miss. Every channel reward. That's what Blackberry was trying to do. I think he's got enough, actually. He's been around for a while. Let's see if we can actually finish this mission today. Yes, be ready with that Overlord. Because then I can go to that base to the east.
Evolution complete.
Yeah, pick them up. Still stuck at work. Over there or something. Ooh.
Evolution complete. Evolution complete.
Yep, I figured I was gonna need the hive. Alright. Yeah, bloke. Yeah, I gotta set the space up as quickly as possible so that I can defend it. It's gonna be extremely expensive, though. Fund that army, so I need another base. Alright, go home. Then the rest of you, I'm just gonna turn into defensive structures. As soon as I get access with the creep. See if this will work. Maybe I can actually build one right next to the hatchery to speed up the process of creep generation and spread.
The hive cluster is under attack.
lost one in the process, but... Alright. Good, we are maxed out.
Evolution complete.
Alright, hopefully soon we'll be able to try and smack them. Maybe I'll be smart and wait until after the next time they attack me. And just build up my army as much as I can before that point. That one can't move. It's unit collision. Unit collision, jank. So I'm assuming that's the depleted one. Alright, go home. You guys start harvesting. Oh, is that the broodling? Is that the broodling thing? Oh, that reminds me. Is that the guardian, like from the second game? I'm gonna try it on this one. I'm gonna try it on one right now, just to see. If my thinking is correct, I could make a bunch of these guys. Yeah, and then keep these drones behind to serve as defensive replacement drones. Speaking of which, I should probably put... Well, that's these guys. Okay. thought I saw an upgrade for broodlings, though. That must have been somewhere else, but... That's the queen ability. Huh. I must have been mistaken on something, but... What? More! Oh god. There's gonna be so many of these guys. This... Yeah, I initially didn't think Zerg Air was the strategy because they're so fragile, but I guess if you have a large enough army, you know, nothing can stop you. Large enough army of almost anything, but they're starting to attack. You guys are the first group. I'm gonna try and make a couple of, control groups. So that I can more easily control this army. Alright, I need to move out quickly. I'm gonna try and catch them off guard.
All forces are under attack.
Alright, yeah, these guys are gonna have to stay behind. All of them down together. Wonder how many mutalisks this actually is. So much for saying that much was going to be enough. They're all dead. Let's see how many overlords it's gonna take to move these guys around. Gonna need that other base. I thought I had enough troops.
Cluster is under attack.
Are you kidding? How are the Reavers getting up here? Send those guys back home. This is giving me a headache, honestly. This entire stream has been on this one mission. I thought I had enough troops, but I guess I didn't. Come on. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to restart the mission again. I guess I didn't build enough guardians. Now I'm running out of resources. How many units is this? Well, it's more than 12. Can I turn them all? Yeah, and then make this one control group. Try to make up some of the losses. We believe in you. I'm trying, Blook. This is not something that I'm used to. You would think I'd be able to handle this no problem because I've played Starcraft 1. Or Starcraft 2, sorry, as much as I have. But I guess all that StarCraft 2 experience doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I'm just getting to the point where I'm gonna have to reset again if I run out of resources, because my main base is dried out. I can't do anything else at my main base. My main base is dried up and everything, so... And the Protoss are probably gonna rebuild their base in the meantime, so I'm gonna have the exact same issue. I'm gonna be back at square one. That's what the enemy typically will do that. I guess the way I can scout for that is to send an Overlord down there. Just to look. And see what they're up to, but... Because if they haven't rebuilt their base, then maybe I have a chance at still beating this without having to reset a third or fourth time. Yeah, do a little scouting. Have they rebuilt anything? Looks like maybe just their units. Okay. Well, that is valuable information. I am running out of S-Beam, though. Like, that's the last geyser is down here, so... I may only be able to make one more set of Mutalisks, and then I'm gonna have to attack regardless. Yeah, like I may not have a choice. Yeah, it would be my last-ditch effort, otherwise I will have to reset, because I will not have enough resources to create another army. Yeah, the Guardians move a lot slower, so I'm gonna have to regroup outside the enemy base before I dive in, and maybe send the Guardians in first to kind of draw enemy attention. It's probably my best shot. Alright. Well, this is the last-ditch effort, chat. This is the last thing before I have to reset. Otherwise, I will have to reset. I will not have enough resources for another army. Yeah, I have to take out that base. Otherwise, yeah, we will have to reset. And... you check the top right. So according to a guide that I found online, because I did look one up, your main objective is to take out the large southern base. Like, that's your main deal. That's what you have to actually get rid of to progress the mission. Let's use any resources. Not for resources, I haven't looked, but I guess I could send an Overlord there to scout out, but I don't think there's anything there. If there is anything there, I'll try to take the area, but to see if I can get a bigger army, because the bigger army I can send in there, the better, and the higher my chances will be of success, so... Because, yeah, I do not have a lot of resources left that are still available to me. Yeah, I could send an Overlord over here to look. To see if there is anything. I will take any scrap of resources I can get at this point, so... Eh? Actually, looks like there might be something. Hello? Is there a Vespine here somewhere? I don't know. I need Vespine more than anything. So if there's no Vespine available, there's no point in trying to take that base. Because that's where my problem is. I need gas. I have a severe gas shortage. I need to try and alleviate that somehow, but I think at this point it's not possible. And I'm just gonna have to try and attack and hope for the best. And try to watch my troops, but... Yeah, just thinking. Yeah, and I don't think there's any other sources. Yeah, I don't think so. There's just a bunch of troops. And I don't want to waste my units trying to fight them either, so... Create a safe point before attacking. I could do that. I should be able to do that. Yeah, because this is the biggest I think my army's gonna get, so... so if I can create a save and... You know, replay the fight and be a little... and try to be more strategic... That actually is an option. I'll see if it's an option. In a minute you can. Yeah, I was gonna say, you may have to help me out a little bit here, bloke. Yeah, it looks like I might be able to create one more group of Mutalisks if I'm a little bit patient, but my patience is running out at this point. I need to... Alright, let's unload... Alright, I think I can wait for one more set of Mutalisks, because this is my army right now, because the guide I found online recommended a straight air. It did say that Zerg and Hydralisk can be viable, but it's more difficult because of the Reavers that this map boasts. So you still need air for backup, so they recommend going straight air. Yeah, just straight airborne. And I'm gonna keep Kerrigan back here because she has to survive anyway, so I may as well just protect her. Even though she could be a valuable asset fighting them, I don't want to risk her dying, and then the mission has to reset anyway, so... So I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get everybody up there. I'm gonna pack everybody up there. And start make sure I have all my control groups. So I've got all of them. Okay, you guys, and then I'm gonna split you guys up so then I'm not overlapping because I want to make control groups. Okay, and then you guys are going over there just for a second so that you're out of my camera view. Alright, hopefully this is a big enough army. I will go ahead and make the save at this point. I'll just call it reset point. Okay. Alright, well... Let's try, anyway. I'm just gonna have them attack going that way in case the Protoss are trying to intercept me. So I'll put them about here, because then we're out of range of defenses and I can send them in. Oh! Shit. Hopefully I don't lose too many of my troops to this. Good thing I caught that. It actually doesn't look like I lost any of them. I just hope this is a big enough army now, so... to penetrate those defenses. Maybe I'll even create the save point here because that's, oh, like I'll overwrite it. Because that will be after the Protoss attacked me, so I'll know that I'm in a good position. So I'll wait for my Guardians to get there because they move a lot slower. And yeah, I'll send them in first. When they start attacking, I'll send the Mutalisks in behind them. You can have multiple. I mean, I don't really need multiple in this case, I just want to be as close as possible to the attack, if that makes sense. Yes. Yeah, once they start either attacking or getting attacked.
All forces are under attack.
I want to send them all in together. Try and keep them grouped together. I'll say, if this isn't enough, I'm about to throw my computer. Oh, do I actually have to kill them all? Thought it was just the ones in the main base, but... eh. Send them all together. Doesn't look like I've lost too many, so I should be able to attack the final base. Okay, what's going on here? There's probably still somebody lingering around somewhere. Yeah, there's gotta be some stray unit or structure around here somewhere. I'm gonna find out exactly where you are, and I'm going to murder you. Because in theory, there shouldn't be anything left. And I say emphasis on should because... click menu and check objectives. Well, Kerrigan's alive, so I don't know... The map is cleaned out. Or at least it appears to be. What the actual F? Oh! Are you serious? Is it just two freaking zealots?
Where are you, Tassadar? Do your underlings always do your fighting for you?
This shall be our battleground, O Queen. Face me here, and I will defeat you myself.
What is it now? What is it now? On my way. An illusion? Are you afraid to face me, Templar?
So long as you continue to be so predictable, O Queen, I need not face you at all. You are your own worst enemy.
You know what? Fuck that mission. That was bullshit. Two frickin' zealots hiding in the background somewhere?
Insufferable Protoss coward. Tassadar cannot evade my wrath forever. I shall find him and cut it.
Kerrigan, Zas is dead.
Oh, it is a pity that Cerebrants cannot truly be killed. I expect that the Overmind will reincarnate him soon.
No, he will not. The Protoss have devised some new attack. An attack powerful enough to nullify our reincarnation and give pause to the Overmind itself.
So, Tassadar's plan was merely a diversion. I should not have underestimated him so.
Without its master, Zas's brood has run amok, and even now threatens the Hive Cluster. Cerebrate, you must eradicate the rampaging brood and stem any further damage it might cause. I shall deal with the Protoss myself.
Alright, I gotta get up for a second and go take some meds. I'll be back, chat. We'll do this next mission in a minute. Yeah, screw that last mission, guys. That was fucking ridiculous. Okay. Alright, hopefully this won't be nearly as evil on my brain. Yeah, and I also got my, I don't know if you were here, Bloke, when I was mentioning it, or Shiki, or whoever else is out there, but I got my ass kicked at work last night, like my first night back. After vacation. What a warm welcome I got. Probably had a stack of paper almost 2 inches thick, and I almost didn't get my lunch break. I maybe got half of one yesterday, so... like an inch and a half, 2 inches isn't that big in the grand scheme of things, but when you're talking about a stack of paper, that's pretty thick. Like 2 inches would be a lot. So wait, what? Do I not even have a base? What is this garbage? I'd have to take over a base that's nearby. Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, are you gonna give me a base? Please tell me this is not the only thing that I'm gonna get. Alright, I'm assuming this is when I take my units and start trying to establish a base. I'll keep my overlords down there, but... I think what I'm also going to do right away is make another hatchery, because... and make the spawning pool. I need the spawning pool in order to make everything else, so... unless I can't do that. Yeah, and it was so bad last night, you guys, that we had people boarding in the ER. Basically what that means is there were people that they wanted to admit to the hospital, but there are no beds available. We were beyond capacity yesterday, and it sounds like over the weekend that was an issue too. And on Friday, that was a problem. So it sounds like about everybody was, even the pharmacists were getting their asses handed to them. Like, sounds like we were all it was a misery loves company kind of scenario. Is it because of the flu season? Maybe? Apparently this year's flu is a particularly bad one. They call it a super flu. I mean, not everyone's coming in with flu-like symptoms, though, but... Nonetheless, if we are beyond capacity and we are boarding people in the ER and they're waiting for beds upstairs, that's bad in any case. That's just bad in any scenario. Like, you don't want people who need inpatient care to have to wait for a bed upstairs. Like, you really want to avoid that if you can. Like, they're too sick to send them home. So... yeah, I need to get my minerals up a little bit, and then I can make the Vespine drones. The hospital in the ice absolutely sucks, that's why I tried my best to stay healthy. Yeah, that's probably a good shout for everybody, Shiki. Probably good advice for everybody. Regardless of your location. Alright, now I think I can start working on other things. See if we can get through another mission or two today. Depending on how long this one is. Do they suck as far as, like, quality, wait time? Like, if you don't mind me asking, that is. You know, don't tell me where, don't tell me what hospital, but... if I can ask about the characteristics of the care there, if you're cool with that.
Spawn more overlords.
Right, right, no, and I would never ask anybody to do that either. Like, that's not something I would ever want someone to do to themselves. Like, don't dox yourselves, chat. Don't do that. You know, that's why I want to be as generic as possible, like the characteristics. The quality and service of the staff, it's atrocious. Dang. Yeah, I don't want to say too much either, but some of the staff in other departments where I work, I could almost say the same thing. Like, oh my goodness. I wonder how some of these people have a job. I think that's all I can really say without getting too specific. Wait. Yeah, I should make a bunch of overlords so we don't have to worry about supply for a while. I wouldn't trust them with a pet hamster, that's how bad it is. Really? Wow. That sure puts it into perspective if you wouldn't trust them with a pet hamster. Dang! Can't take care of a small rodent? Or the equivalent of? Obviously is what we're talking about in terms of, like, dang. That's crazy, dude. Alright. Yeah, now I can actually start doing stuff, so... I wonder how often or if they attack me. Or if it's just like I have to kill the rest of the group. It sounds like I just have to kill the rest of the group, so I probably don't need a super large army, but... I'm still gonna make a sizable one, because I don't want to get taken down. I want to minimize how much. Heck, even my therapist, who is a former nurse, recommends not going to that specific hospital. Damn! Yeah, that's just a testament to how bad they are, then. Hot damn. That's insane, dude. Alright, now, actually, you guys stay out here, because I need you to make buildings. Yeah, I need you guys to make buildings. Oh, take care of it. Oh, no. I want an evolution chamber so that I can make... Yeah, because I'm gonna be able to make a hive. Maybe I'll send my Hydralisks on a bit of a scouting thing here, because they're not as strong. Okay, so it looks like that's impassable. Oh! Hi! Looks like they might just be in that direction then. Wow, they just keep running away. Come on. Yeah, I need that queen's nest in order to make a hive. Get another colony over there. Alright, yeah, let's get some... Yeah, I might as well go for the ventral sacks. In case I need to move people around. See if there's anything else.
Evolution complete.
Oh, I got ultralisks. Yep, then I definitely need the firepower.
Evolution complete. Evolution complete.
Yeah, get them all piled up. Yeah, I'm just gonna maybe get a bunch of guardians and...
Forces are under attack.
about halfway done.
We require more Vespine gas.
Ah. Alright. Yeah, send some Zerglings out to do a little scouting. So you can find some more resources. There might be units up top that I can't see. Yeah, I'll take a small cluster of them. I'm not going to take all of them. Wow, they're just dropping.
Our forces are under attack.
Wow, they got hydralisks everywhere.
under attack. Our forces are 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 under attack.
Alright.
Our forces are under attack.
Wait. What? Yeah, I've got all the upgrades that I need. Now it's just a matter of actually getting troops together to go finish it off. Alright, yeah, let's get some stuff built up here. Oh, is that not terrain I can build on? Oh boy. This is really gonna limit where I can build defenses, if I can't build on those areas. Despite having a creep colony there. That could be an issue. Hey, thank you for the lurk, bloke. I appreciate it.
Are under attack.
What? Wow, they're attacking me from multiple angles at once. And I'm trying to build up defenses, as well as an army. Seriously, just out of range. Man. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to finish this mission, and then we'll probably have to call it there just because of time. I think I need to start scouting for additional resources because I am not gonna be getting much. Actually, I'll protect my units, I'll keep them back here. I'm just glad I already got the upgrades that I need. Seems like they have mostly ground units, but... yeah, I gotta try and find more resources.
Our forces are under attack.
Try and follow. Well, there's only a geyser here. Would still be useful. Even though I don't see a mineral field.
forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. forces are under attack.
Oh, there's quite a CF of, There's overlords up here. to track them, or... Because those have got to be the only units left. It's just that CF of Overlords, but... Make a dozen Mutalisks and they'll be dead. Oh, are they coming back? Well, they sure did. Come on. Come on, get back in the Overlords! Yeah, they're rebuilding. Oh! I... what? Okay. I thought I had to kill everything, but I guess not. I thought I killed them all, but probably because they rebuilt.
My long silence is now broken, and I am made whole once more. The cunning Protoss have dared strike down that which was immortal. For the Protoss who murdered Zaz are unlike anything we have faced before. These Dark Templar radiate energies that are much like my own, and it is by these energies that they have caused me harm. Yet shall their overweening pride be their downfall. For when the assassin Zeratul murdered Zaz, his mind touched with mine, and all his secrets were made known to me.
Alright, we are gonna leave off here, chat.
From his mind, the secret location of Ire, the Protoss homeworld. At long last, my children, our searching is done. Soon we shall assault Ire directly.
For now, we must ensure that the Dark Templar can cause no more harm. Cerebrate, you shall set a trap for our foes. Kerrigan will lead them to you.
Alright, yeah, we are definitely gonna have to head out here. So it looks like we've got a couple more missions left yet. Alright, let's go find somebody to raid, chat. Maybe we can find somebody else who's doing Starcraft. Yeah, same category as us.
Let's close that down.
Huh! We got an older guy playing Starcraft. Let's go raid this guy. I will see you guys over there in a few minutes, in just a moment.
So many programs running in the background.